Okay, guys, so here's a short video to compare pure rational and mixed number expressions, okay? So there's two different ways that you can show rational functions. The way that we did in the previous video shows this form here, okay? To where this is actually the form that shows the vertical and the horizontal asymptotes as far as how to identify them. Okay, so for instance, x plus 3, we know that it was a vertical or a horizontal, that is, shift 3 units left. We also know that this one was a vertical stretch by 2, and this one was a vertical shift 1 unit up. Okay, so this is our form that we've been used to that shows all the transformations of how we can easily identify it. This is the, you could say, transformation form, if you will, because here is how you'll be able to identify all these key pieces without actually using a calculator or and doing everything by hand. But this can be rewritten as a fraction or mixed number. Okay, so watch what happens. I have 1/2. This is just a total different example. 1/2 plus 1 is 1 and 1/2. Okay. Just like 2 over x plus 3 plus 1, which is what we have up here, is the same as 1 times 2 and 1 plus 3. Okay. So this times, let's talk about this. This times is actually an addition, like we see 1 plus 1/2, 1 plus 2 over x plus 3. So there's actually an addition there, but we write it like this because we know that we've written fractions since 5th grade, mixed fractions, that is, as 1.5 like this. So when I'm adding, again, 1 plus 1/2, we would normally have written it like this. We can write this as 1 and 1/2. These mean the same thing. Okay, that's what's going on here. So when you see this, you heard me say times, and that's going to be what you instinctively want to do. But understand that it's really addition that is happening there. We just write it as 1.5. Okay, so we have this 1 and 2 over x plus 3. But to make this into an improper fraction, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. Watch how we do this. Back in the day when we had 1.5, and there were different forms, different techniques, and everything that you were taught, like in 5th grade, like the Texas method and stuff like that. If you learned this kind of stuff in Texas, as far as mixed fractions at that time, if you weren't in Texas, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But you learned something to where when you take the denominator and you multiply it by this one coefficient, if you will, you have that piece right here. Then you add the numerator piece, and it's all going to be over the original denominator. So then you get 2 plus 1 would give me 3, so you get 3 over 2, which again, that was the original denominator. Well, that's what's going on here, okay? We're going to take our denominator and multiply it by whatever this coefficient is, or whatever this number is, so that we get that. And then we're going to add, that's very important, we're going to add the numerator, and then we're going to put it over the original denominator and then simplify it. Okay, so x times 1 is x, 1 times 3 is 3, so this would be x plus 3 plus 2, which simplifies to x plus 5, all over the original denominator of x plus 3. So notice that these two are equal. Okay, this is the expression, like the rational expression, or this is more like the transformational form. So over here we have, again, the pure rational and the mixed number expression. Okay, so the mixed number is going to be this one right here, is the mixed number. And the pure, whenever we say pure, we're just saying a numerator over a denominator. So the pure rational, we know rational means ratio, or ratio, which is a fraction. So pure rational form is going to be whenever I have something over something. That's the pure rational form. The other one is the mixed number interpretation. Okay, so what if we were given x plus 3 over x plus 5? How could we describe the transformations? So if we were to go backwards, so we're given this now, this pure rational expression, and we're going backwards to try to describe what's happening by hand. See, we can't describe this right now because the only way we can if it has this 1 over x default field to it. See, I can't do that right now because I have an x in the numerator. And that's not how we learn that we're going to be doing transformations. We learn transformations from past videos where the x is only in the denominator. Okay? So we need to change this pure rational form to some kind of mixed number expression or form that we can interpret all these transformations. Okay? So we're going to be looking at notes here in just a bit that's going to teach us how do we change these forms into this transformation piece right here. But I want to make sure that you understood that there will be a difference, and one you can do by hand as far as the transformations. The other one you have to convert in order to do that, and vice versa. You'll convert back and forth between, let me highlight it, between these two forms right here. You will be converting back and forth quite a bit.